Great to see you again. So happy you have joined me as I walk you through the top level of my fluency ladder. As you know, I created a story, and 2 weeks ago, I made a video. And in that video, I gave you the story at the basic English level. Last week, I increased the difficulty of that story. And same story, but just made it more difficult. And I call that the advanced level of English on my fluency ladder. Today, we're going to go to the top level, which is what I call the eloquent level. Again, if you don't know eloquent, look it up, translate it. That's how you want to speak one day, I'm sure. You want to have an eloquent level of English someday. And I'm here to help you do that. So what I've done, and I've done this before in my Learn English Through Story series, is that I created one story and 3 different levels. The story is the same. It's just that the vocabulary gets different as we climb from basic level to advanced level to the eloquent level. Here we are in that top level, the eloquent level. And I'm going to go through the story here first. After I go through the story, then we're going to go through my deep learning vocabulary method, where I am going to show you a number of words. And in this story, I am not going to go through the words that I already talked about in the previous 2 videos. If you haven't seen those videos, here are links for them. You'll also find the links below in the description. But I did one at the basic level, and I did one at the advanced level. And here are those 2 videos. So I'm not going to go through the same words if they were in those videos. Instead, I'm going to go through new words, different words, hopefully really eloquent words for you. Okay, so same story, higher level. Then I'm going to go through my deep learning vocabulary method, where I go through and give you the words, and I give you the pronunciation for those words in my own little crazy Grant's pronunciation guide. And then I'll give you the definition, what it means. I'll show you how it was used in the story, in whatever sentence it was in there. And then I'll show you another example sentence of how you could use it. And what I want you to do is to participate here, not just watch, but I want you to speak. So what I'm asking you to do is to shadow speak with me. As I speak, I want you to shadow speak with me. And what I mean by that is when I say the story, then I want you to say it with me, just right behind me. Speak with me, even if you don't know the words at the beginning. So I say the story, you say the story right away. Follow my words, but not just my words. If I use some feeling when I'm describing something, I want you to use some feeling. If my tone or my intonation changes, my voice goes higher or lower, I want you to do that. If I pause, I want you to pause. I want you to use my voice as a model for your speaking, because I want you to speak with some feeling, and that's a really difficult thing. All right? Okay, enough. Let's go. I'm going to give you this story. Are you ready? Here it is, the eloquent level. And the title of the story is The Value of Adaptability in Business. In the heart of a lively metropolis, there existed a dynamic company known as Bright Future Tech. This organization had built a stellar reputation for fostering creativity and collaboration among its employees. One fateful day, they welcomed a new team member named Carlos. Hailing from Mexico, Carlos was thrilled to embark on his first professional adventure in an American company. Yet, despite his excitement, he couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of apprehension. English was not his native tongue, and he fretted about stumbling over his words or miscommunicating. On his inaugural day, Carlos was introduced to his manager, Emma. With a beaming smile that could light up a room, she welcomed him, saying, Welcome to Bright Future Tech, Carlos. We're absolutely delighted to have you join our ranks. This warm reception eased some of Carlos's jitters. Thank you, Emma. I'm really looking forward to being part of the team, he replied earnestly. Emma added, Here, we thrive on teamwork and open dialogue. If you ever find yourself in a pickle, don't hesitate to reach out. We're all in this together. Carlos nodded, feeling both comforted and slightly overwhelmed. In his last job, Carlos was used to toeing the line, following clear cut instructions from his supervisor, and rarely offering his 2 cents. However, he quickly observed that in his new workplace, colleagues expressed their thoughts candidly, even when their opinions diverged. Carlos wondered, is it really kosher to voice differing opinions? After one particularly spirited meeting, he gathered his courage to ask Emma, is it acceptable to have a variety of opinions in the team? Emma grinned and replied, Absolutely, Carlos. We believe that diverse perspectives are what makes us strong. Carlos was eager to find his footing, but found the process daunting. He often felt self-conscious about his command of English, worried that he might fumble his words. Sensing his hesitation, his colleague Priya encouraged him, saying, Carlos, we're itching to hear your insights. Your experiences bring a fresh perspective. Bolstered by Priya's support, Carlos resolved to speak up, even if his English wasn't perfect. During the next brainstorming session, the team was abuzz with ideas for a new product. After listening intently to his colleagues, Carlos finally raised his hand and said, In Mexico, consumers gravitate toward products that are simple and user-friendly. Perhaps we could streamline our offering as well. The room fell silent for a beat before everyone nodded in agreement. Emma chimed in, Carlos, that's a brilliant angle. Often the simplest solutions resonate the most. As Carlos continued to share his thoughts, he began to notice something remarkable. His ideas, once shared tentatively, now sparked fresh perspectives among his team. He began to realize that his unique cultural background wasn't just an asset, it was a strength. With each interaction, Carlos grew more at ease, understanding that his voice genuinely added value to the group. One afternoon, Emma called Carlos into her office. Carlos, I want to commend you for how seamlessly you've adapted to our team dynamics, she said. Your innovative ideas are making a tangible difference. Carlos felt a swell of pride as he responded, Thank you, Emma. Initially, I was worried about making mistakes, but I've come to see that fresh ideas are not just welcomed, they're essential. Emma nodded, saying, Exactly. Embracing new approaches is critical for our growth. Carlos continued to absorb and adapt, consistently posing intriguing questions whenever he encountered uncertainty. His colleagues were more than willing to lend a helping hand. Over time, he started sharing his insights with new hires, advising them, Don't hold back from sharing your ideas. Everyone here values fresh perspectives. It's all about experimenting and learning as you go. Bright Future Tech continued to flourish, launching several successful products, and Carlos's ideas played a pivotal role in their accomplishments. He learned that being open to change and embracing new concepts was not just crucial for his personal growth, it was also the lifeblood of the company's success. There you have it. This great story. The value of adaptability in business. Carlos's journey began at the basic English level, then we went to the advanced level. Here we are in the ladder of fluency, climbing to the top. the eloquent level. This is what I want. You to be able to become comfortable with all these words, terms, and phrases. So once again, I'm going to go through my deep learning vocabulary method and give you all of these words, terms, and phrases that are new to you, that didn't show up at the basic level, and they didn't show up at the advanced level, but here they are. And so let's get started. I'm going to go through each of these with you so that you can become confident and use all of these naturally. All right, let's start. Stellar. Stell and then a bunch of R's. Stellar. What a stellar word. It means outstanding or excellent, exceptionally good or impressive. Find this in paragraph 1 where it was used in this sentence. This organization had built a stellar reputation for fostering creativity and collaboration among its employees. You could also use it this way. Her stellar performance during the presentation earned her a promotion. So good. Again, what I'm going to ask you to do with all these words, same that I went through in the other videos we went through, is pause this video. Look at this. Say all of this. I'm sure you've never used the word stellar before, so get it to come out of your mouth. Say it. Say the definition. Say the sentence that was in the story. Say the example sentence. Try to make your own sentence if you want. But practice this. Get these words to come out of your mouth. That's what I really want. So after each one of these words, I'll ask you to pause the video. You'll see everything on the screen, and then you come back when you're ready. Okay? Go ahead. Pause the video. Fateful. Fateful. It means having significant consequences, important in determining future events. Find this in paragraph 1 where it was used in this sentence. One fateful day, they welcomed a new team member named Carlos. Could also use it in this example sentence. The decision to move abroad proved to be a fateful choice that changed his life forever. It's a really good word. All of these words in this eloquent story are made for eloquent English. So fateful, really nice. Like it was a meaningful, important, significant event or day or whatever. Okay? Take your time and then come back. Hailing from. Hailing from. Hailing from means coming from or originally from a particular place. I am hailing from Canada originally. Find this in paragraph 1, where it was used here. Hailing from Mexico, Carlos was thrilled to embark on his first professional adventure in an American company. You could also use it in this example sentence. Hailing from Japan, Yuki brought a unique global perspective to the project. You know what you need to do. Shake off. Shake it off. Shake it off means to get rid or overcome something, such as a feeling or a problem. Find this in paragraph 1, where it was used here. Yet, despite his excitement, he couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of apprehension. That's a sentence. You can also use it this way. She tried to shake off her nerves before going on stage. Everybody gets so nervous. You need to shake it off. It's a really nice phrase. All right, you know what you need to do. A nagging feeling. Nagging has a few different definitions. This is one of them where it describes a feeling. It means like an inner feeling or worry that something's wrong, even if you don't know exactly what's wrong. You find this in paragraph 1 in this great sentence. Yet despite his excitement, he couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of apprehension. You could also use it this way. She had a nagging feeling that she had forgotten something important. It's like me. Every time I leave the house, I have a nagging feeling that I forgot something. You don't know exactly what you forgot, but it's that feeling. All right, take your time and then come back. Apprehension. Apprehension. That's the way I'd look at it, just like on the screen here. Apprehension. Apprehension. Apprehension means anxiety or fear that something bad or unpleasant will happen. Find this in that great sentence in paragraph 1. He couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of apprehension. You could also use it in this example sentence. The student felt apprehension before taking the final exam. I think we've all had that feeling. All right, take your time. Become comfortable with that. Fretted. Fretted. That's the way I feel this. Fretted. Fretted. Fretted means worried or became anxious about something. Again, here it is in paragraph 1. He fretted about stumbling over his words or miscommunicating. You could also use it this way. She fretted over whether she had made the right decision. Really good word. You don't hear very often. I don't ever hear that from my clients, and I bet you don't know fretted. Put something in the comments. If you know fretted, put it in the comments. Tell me. I don't believe you. If you know this word, I don't believe you. It's like something your grandma did. My grandma, she was always fretting about this or that. Stumbling over his words. This is really nice. Stumbling over his words. Sometimes you can walk down the sidewalk and you kind of stumble over your feet and maybe lose your balance and almost fall. That's stumbling. You can do that with your words. Obviously, very, very common when you're trying to speak another language. So it means speaking with difficulty or hesitation, often making mistakes. You find this in paragraph 1, where it was in this sentence. He fretted about stumbling over his words or miscommunicating. You can also use it this way. During the interview, he kept stumbling over his words from nervousness. Something most of us have had that problem before. Inaugural day. Inaugural. Inaugural day. It means the first day of an event, position, or activity, the beginning. Find this in paragraph 2. On his inaugural day, Carlos was introduced to his manager, Emma. You could also use it in this example sentence. The president's inaugural day was filled with ceremonies and speeches. Inaugural is usually used in more of a formal way, not necessarily for Carlos's first day at work, but it's very formal. Happens all the time in government or special events or different kinds of things where it's the first time that something happens. Okay? Get comfortable with this. Obviously, a very difficult word to pronounce, inaugural, but take your time and you will get there with it and build confidence. A beaming smile. A beaming smile. Like a sunbeam comes down and it's your big giant smile. Wide, radiant smile that shows happiness or joy. Find this in paragraph 2, where it was used this way. With a beaming smile that could light up a room, she welcomed him. You could also use it in this example sentence. Her beaming smile greeted everyone at the party, making them feel instantly welcome. Light up a room. It means to make a place more joyful or energetic with one's presence, often due to their personality or demeanor. There's a lot in that definition. You might not know all those words. Look them up. You find this in paragraph 2, where it was used this way. With a beaming smile that could light up a room, she welcomed him. You could also use it in this example sentence. When the manager walked in with her positive energy, she could light up a room and inspire everyone. Great, great, great phrase, to light up a room. Join our ranks. Join our ranks. It means to become a member of a group, organization, or team. Find this in paragraph 2, where it was used in this sentence. We're absolutely delighted to have you join our ranks. Could also use it in this example sentence. After years of training, she finally joined the ranks of professional pilots. Jitters. 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 Jitters means feelings of nervousness or anxiety, especially before an event or new experience. You can find it in paragraph 2 of the story where it was used here. This warm reception eased some of Carlos's jitters. You can also use it this way. I always get the jitters before speaking in front of a large audience, but it gets easier with practice. Everyone can feel that, sometimes more than just jitters. All right, become comfortable with this. Great word. Also, you drink coffee. Maybe it makes you shake. You get the jitters. That happens all the time also. Earnestly. 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 Very eloquent word. It means in a sincere, serious, and heartfelt manner. Find it in paragraph 2 of the story, where it was used in this sentence. Thank you, Emma. I'm really looking forward to be part of the team, he replied earnestly. Could also use it here. He earnestly promised to do his best at the new job, eager to prove himself. Thrive on. So get that TH sound, which many of you hate that sound, but thrive, thrive on means to grow, develop, or be successful in particular conditions or situations. You could use it, or it was used in this sentence in paragraph 2. Here, we thrive on teamwork and open dialogue. Use it in this example sentence. She thrives on challenges and always seeks out opportunities to learn and grow in her career. Now, when you're thriving, it's not, I'm thriving to do it. No, you have to have some enthusiasm here. I'm thriving. Like, really putting some effort into this thing, okay? What a great phrase. Find yourself in a pickle. I have said this so many times. So find yourself in a pickle. Pickle, like what you can make from a cucumber. You can make pickles. And so that's what it looks like. But here you find yourself in a pickle. I've said this many, many times. And it means to be in a difficult or tricky situation. Find it here in paragraph 2. If you ever find yourself in a pickle, don't hesitate to reach out. You can also use it here in this example sentence. When the project deadline was moved up unexpectedly, she found herself in a pickle trying to finish everything on time. Yeah, so difficult. Towing the line. Towing the line. So think of a toe on your foot. There's a little line down there beside your foot on the ground, and you're kind of putting your foot right there. That's kind of literally what it means, but that's not what it means in real English. It means to follow rules, regulations, or instructions exactly, to comply with expectations. It was found here in paragraph 3. In his last job, Carlos was used to towing the line, following clear-cut instructions from his supervisor. You can also use it in this example sentence. At his old job, he was always towing the line and never questioned his manager's decisions. Yeah, sure he didn't. Clear cut, just like it looks like. Clear cut. Clear cut means easy to understand or straightforward, with no ambiguity or confusion. Ambiguity. Take a look at that word. I know I've had that before in my eloquent level of English. Ambiguity. It means, that's what it means. You can find it in paragraph 3 in this sentence. Following clear-cut instructions from his supervisor and rarely offering his 2 cents. You could also use clear-cut in this example sentence. The instructions were clear-cut, so there was no confusion about how to assemble the furniture. There's always questions about how to assemble the furniture. You get something from IKEA or something, you always end up with extra pieces and parts. I never know what to do. It's not always so clear-cut when I try to do it. How about you? Offering his 2 cents. This is a great phrase I've used so many times. So I think about 2 pennies. Those are 2 cents. Old phrase. Old guy like me used this a million times. Means giving one's opinion or suggestion, often modestly. Like, I don't think you really want to hear my opinion, but here it is anyway. So it was used here in this sentence in paragraph 3. In his last job, Carlos was used to towing the line, following clear-cut instructions from his supervisor, and rarely offering his 2 cents. You could also use it in this example sentence. He doesn't talk much during meetings, but occasionally offers his 2 cents when needed. It's surprisingly common. That's a great phrase. Observed. I know many of you, especially at this higher level of English, know this word, but I never hear it from my clients, so I included it in here. Observed means to notice or see something, often after careful attention. Find it here in paragraph 3 in this sentence. However, he quickly observed that in his new workplace, colleagues expressed their thoughts candidly. You could also use it here. She observed the situation carefully before making any suggestions. Put this in your vocabulary if you're not using it when you speak normally. Candidly. Really good word. Candidly. Candidly means in an open, honest, and direct way, without hiding anything, like straightforward. It means, or it was used here in this sentence in paragraph 3. He quickly observed that in his new workplace, colleagues expressed their thoughts candidly. You could also use it this way. He candidly shared his thoughts during the meeting, offering constructive feedback. Diverged means to separate or differ in direction, opinion, or approach. Really, really good, eloquent word here. Find it in paragraph 3 of the story, where it was used here. Colleagues expressed their thoughts candidly, even when their opinions diverged. Really nice. Yeah, you could also use it this way in this example sentence. Our views on the project diverged, so we decided to brainstorm together to find common ground. Really good word. Really good. Put this in your vocabulary. Kosher. It's a little bit casual, used in certain situations, maybe ethnically also. I've used it a million times. To mean just it's okay, basically, in my view. It's yeah, that's kosher. And that's the way you'd use it as an American. So all over the world, this could be a little bit different. Don't fret about this. All right? So pronunciation, kosher. Kosher means acceptable or legitimate according to certain standards, often used to refer to something that's morally or legally proper. Or it just means, yeah, it's okay. It's used here in this paragraph. I always wondered, is it really kosher to voice differing viewpoints? Sure it is, Carlos. You could also use it here in this example sentence. The lawyer assured the company that their actions were kosher under the new law. Yeah. spirited. 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 It means full of energy, enthusiasm, or determination. Find it here in paragraph 3 where it was used in this sentence. After one particularly spirited meeting, he gathered his courage to ask Emma, or you could use it in this example sentence. The debate was spirited, with both sides passionately defending their views. Really, really good word. Find his footing. Just like it looks, find his footing. It means to become comfortable or stable in a new situation or environment. Think of when you go hiking. Finding a good place to put your foot on some rocky trail so it doesn't slip and slide. You got to find your footing. That's what it really means. Here it was used in paragraph 4 in this sentence. Carlos was eager to find his footing, but found the process daunting. Whew. You could also use it in this example sentence. After a few weeks on the job, he finally found his footing and was able to contribute more effectively. Daunting. Now, when I pronounce this is how I think. Daunting, like a teenager. Daunting. That's what it sounds like when I say it. That's what it sounds like out of my mouth. So just say it that way. Daunting. Daunting means seeming difficult to deal with. Intimidating. It was used here in paragraph 4 in this sentence. Carlos was eager to find his footing, but found the process daunting. You could also use it in this example sentence. Starting a new job in a foreign country can be a daunting experience. Really what it means, intimidating, a little bit scary. It's like, whoa, daunting task to go speak to the president of the country or something. That's what it is. Fumble. Fumble you find in American football. Fumble. Fumble. Fumble means to make a mistake or fall in an awkward way, especially when trying to do something carefully. You can find it in paragraph 4 of the story where it was used this way. He often felt self-conscious about his command of English, worried that he might fumble his words. Stumble, fumble. Same pronunciation. You saw stumble before, here's fumble. You could also use it in this example sentence. During the presentation, he fumbled with his notes and struggled to find the right words. Very, very common, really good word. Good word to get comfortable with. Sensing. Sen, sing. Sensing. Sensing. Sensing means becoming aware or perceiving something intuitively or by feeling. Like you can just feel it. I'm sensing something's going on there. You find it in paragraph 4 where it was used in this sentence. Sensing his hesitation, his colleague Priya encouraged him to. You could also use it this way in this example sentence. Sensing the tension in the room, she quickly changed the subject. Itching. Itching to do something. Itching. That's the way I feel. Itching. Itching means itching. Means eager or impatient to do something. Find it here in paragraph 4 where it was used this way. Carlos, we're itching to hear your insights. You can also use it this way. He was itching to tell everyone his exciting news. This is a great word. Like, you can't wait. I need to tell you. I'm itching to tell you this. Become comfortable with it. Again, pronunciation. Itching. 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 Bolstered by. How about this word? So I would pronounce it this way. Let's break it down. Bowl, a bowl. Stir something. Duh. So bolstered by means supported, strengthened. There's a good word to try to pronounce also. Strengthened or encouraged by something. Find this in a sentence in paragraph 4. Bolstered by Priya's support, Carlos resolved to speak up, even if his English wasn't perfect. You could also use it in this example sentence. The team's confidence was bolstered by their recent victory in the tournament. Great word. A buzz with. A buzz. Buzz. A buzz. A buzz with means filled with excitement or activity, often referring to a place or atmosphere. You can find it in paragraph 5 in this sentence. During the next brainstorming session, the team was abuzz with ideas for a new product. You could also use it in this example sentence. The office was abuzz with chatter as employees discussed the upcoming launch. You know, chatter? Beep, 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 beep. Everybody talking to each other. Okay. Gravitate towards something. Gravitate. Gravitate towards something. It means to be naturally attracted or drawn to something or someone. You could use it, or it was used in paragraph 5 in this sentence. In Mexico, consumers gravitate towards products that are simple and user-friendly. You could also use it in this example sentence. She tends to gravitate towards books about history and culture. Silent for a beat. Almost like a heartbeat or something. Silent for a beat. It means pausing briefly before reacting or speaking. You can find it in paragraph 5 in this sentence. The room fell silent for a beat before everyone nodded in agreement. You could also use it in this example sentence. She was silent for a beat before bursting into laughter. You know, bursting? Boom! Chimed in. Chimed. Chimed, not chimed. Chimed. Chimed in. It means joined in or added to a conversation, usually to agree or contribute. You can find this in paragraph 5 where it was used here. Emma chimed in. Carlos, that's a brilliant angle. You could also use it in this example sentence. When he finished explaining, his colleague chimed in with another idea. Angle. Kind of strange pronunciation. Ang and then gull. Gull is like a seagull, a bird. Ang, it's not really a word. Angle. Angle. Put it together and relax and it'll come out just fine. Angle. Which is a particular perspective, approach, or point of view on an issue. You can find this in paragraph 5 also. Carlos, that's a brilliant angle. You can also use it in this example sentence. The journalist took a different angle when reporting the story. Yeah, journalists always take a different angle. It's mainstream journalism, and then it's a lie. How about that different angle from those journalists? Yes, they do make me angry. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. Resonate. Resonate? Really good word. Many of you know this. It means to evoke a feeling of shared experience or connection, to have a lasting impact. Resonate. You can find this in paragraph 5. Often the simplest solutions resonate the most. You can also find it in this example sentence. The speech on the climate change hoax deeply resonated with the audience, leaving them inspired to act. You know, hoax? Look it up. Be a good one to know. A big giant lie is a hoax. Okay. Tentatively. 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 Now relax and say it. Tentatively. Tentatively means in an uncertain or hesitant manner, without full confidence. You can find this in paragraph 6, where it was in this sentence. His ideas, once shared tentatively, now sparked fresh perspectives among his team. You could also use it this way. She tentatively approached the project, unsure of how to begin. Sparked. Now, this is one of these strange words that ends in ed, and I feel a T when I say this. So when I pronounce it, it would be spark. Spark is like light a fire. You feel a little spark from a fire or energy. Sparked. Sparked. That's exactly what I feel. This crazy T at the end, not ed. So sparked means cause something to begin or happen, especially suddenly or energetically. Find this in paragraph 6. His ideas, once shared tentatively, now sparked fresh perspectives. You could also use it in this example sentence. The announcement sparked excitement throughout the office. Asset. I don't know how to write down asset. Asset is something valuable or useful. A person or quality that adds benefit. Find this in accounting all the time, or finance, or investments. You can find it in paragraph 6 also. His unique cultural background wasn't just an asset, it was a strength. You could use it in this example sentence as well. Her ability to speak multiple languages is a major asset to the company. Yes, it certainly can be. And very impressive. Interaction. 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 Interaction is communication or direct involvement with someone or something. Find it here in paragraph 6. With each interaction, Carlos grew more at ease, understanding that his voice genuinely added to the group. You could also use it in this example sentence. The teacher's positive interaction with the students helped create a supportive classroom environment. Oh, so good. Commend. 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 This is a good word, commend. And it probably doesn't mean what you think it means. It means to praise someone officially or formally for doing something well. It's a really nice word. You can find it in paragraph 7 here. Carlos, I want to commend you for how seamlessly you've adapted to our team dynamics, she said. You could also use it this way, in this example sentence. The teacher commended the students for their hard work on the project. This is a great word to know and to use, so say it out loud with me and get comfortable with it. Seamlessly. 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 It means in a smooth, uninterrupted, and efficient way, without noticeable transition. You can find it in paragraph 7, where it was in this sentence. Carlos, I want to commend you for how seamlessly you've adapted to our team dynamics. You could also use it in this example sentence. The new software was integrated seamlessly into the company's existing system. Tangible. What a great word. Let me help you with the pronunciation. Ja. I don't know how to spell ja, so let's go J-A. And then I feel bull at the end of this. Tangible. Tangible. Tangible is something that can be touched or perceived. Concrete or measurable. There's a great definition. Some difficult words in there at your eloquent level. You can find this in paragraph 7, where it was used here. Your innovative ideas are making a tangible difference. You can also use it this way. The tangible results of the marketing campaign were evident in the increased sales. A swell of pride. Just think about a bunch of S's and then the word well. Swell. A swell of pride. A strong feeling of pride or satisfaction. Often accompanied by emotional excitement. You have to have feeling when you have a swell of pride. Here, it was in this sentence full of feeling. Carlos felt a swell of pride as he responded. You could also use it in this example sentence. She felt a swell of pride as she watched her daughter graduate from college. So great. Absorb. Absorb. I think about it this way. Absorb. Absorb. Absorb means to take in information or knowledge deeply, to learn or assimilate. Woo! Assimilate. That should be in this should be in this story. How Carlos assimilated so well. What do you think? Can you use it? Can you figure it out? Well, absorb means to, as I said, to take in information or knowledge deeply, to learn or assimilate. And you find it in paragraph 8. Carlos continued to absorb and adapt, consistently posing intriguing questions as he assimilated so well amongst his team. That'd be a nice addition to that. You can also use it this way. She quickly absorbed the new procedures and became very efficient. Posing. So think about it this way. I don't know how to spell po. We can do P-O-E or P-O-H. Posing. To sing. Posing. Posing. Posing means presenting or putting forward, like a question, problem, or a situation. And you can find it in paragraph 8 where it was here. Carlos continued to absorb and adapt, consistently posing intriguing questions. You could also use it in this example sentence. The smart scientist is posing new questions about the climate change hoax. Intriguing. So, in tree, like a tree, I don't know how to spell geen. So, to me, how about G-E-E-N, geen? Like clean, but geen. Intriguing. Intriguing means arousing curiosity or interest. Fascinating. Do you know arousing? multiple definitions. Might be interested in it. Take a look. You can find this in paragraph 8 when it was in this sentence. Carlos continued to absorb and adapt, consistently posing intriguing questions. You can also use it this way. The mystery novel's intriguing plot kept readers guessing until the end. Real cliffhanger. If you don't use intriguing, it should be in your vocabulary. So take the time, practice it now. To lend a helping hand. Sounds just like it looks. This is a great phrase. I've said many, many times. To assist or offer help to someone. You can find this in paragraph 8 where it was here. His colleagues were more than willing to lend a helping hand. It's so nice. You could use it also in this example sentence. When I was feeling overwhelmed with work, my colleagues were quick to lend a helping hand. Good colleagues. Flourish. Fleur-ish. Fleur. Fleur's not a word, but that's how I hear it. Fleur. Flourish, not flower-ish. Flourish. Flourish means to grow or develop in a healthy and vigorous way. Look up vigorous, great word. Often as a result of favorable conditions. It was used here in paragraph 9 of the story. Bright future tech continued to flourish, launching several successful products. You could also use it this way. The business began to flourish after implementing a new marketing strategy. Really, really good word, flourish. Become confident using this. I know we got a lot, we've been through a lot of words. We're almost finished. But use that word. Pivotal. Tall. Pivotal. Pivotal means of crucial importance in the development or success of something. Find it, last paragraph, paragraph 9. Carlos's ideas played a pivotal role in their accomplishments. Also use it in this example sentence. Her leadership was pivotal in securing the deal with a new client. This is another really, really good word. All right. And here's our last word of the day. So if you're still with me, if you got through this, put lifeblood in the comments. Just type the word lifeblood. Show me that you got this far. All right? Lifeblood. Blood is pronounced blood. It confuses a lot of people. They want to say blood or blood or something. Just blood. Go deep. Blood. Lifeblood means the essential sustaining force or element of something. Find it here in the last paragraph of 9. Being open to change and embracing new concepts was not just crucial for his personal growth, it was also the lifeblood of the company's success. Beautiful sentence. You could also use it in this example sentence. Innovation is the lifeblood of the tech industry, driving constant progress and change. Woo! We did it. Take your time, use this word, and come back and see me. Okay, that's a long list of very eloquent vocabulary that I went through in my deep learning method with you. Don't go fast through this. Use these. Use these long videos and all these long explanations to help build your confidence. So now you've gone through all these great words, terms, and phrases, I am going to give you my reading the story again. And I want you to read just like I read. Go through, shadow me, listen to my voice, listen to my pronunciation, listen to my feeling, my tone, my intonation, my pauses. Speak with me, shadow. You know what these words mean now. So really make this come alive. This is the challenge. That's what you can do. Okay? So I'm going to give you the story again. But this time it'll be different because you know what all these words, terms, and phrases mean. So you can say them. Say them with confidence. Do it a few times. Here we go. Are you ready? Let's go. The value of adaptability in business. In the heart of a lively metropolis, there existed a dynamic company known as Bright Future Tech. This organization had built a stellar reputation for fostering creativity and collaboration among its employees. One fateful day, they welcomed a new team member named Carlos. Hailing from Mexico, Carlos was thrilled to embark on his first professional adventure in an American company. Yet, despite his excitement, he couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of apprehension. English was not his native tongue, and he fretted about stumbling over his words or miscommunicating. On his inaugural day, Carlos was introduced to his manager, Emma. With a beaming smile that could light up a room, she welcomed him, saying, "Welcome to Bright Future Tech, Carlos. We're absolutely delighted to have you join our ranks." This warm reception eased some of Carlos's jitters. "Thank you, Emma. I'm really looking forward to being part of the team," he replied earnestly. Emma added, "Here, we thrive on teamwork and open dialogue. If you ever find yourself in a pickle, don't hesitate to reach out. We're all in this together." Carlos nodded, feeling both comforted and slightly overwhelmed. In his last job, Carlos was used to toeing the line, following clear-cut instructions from his supervisor, and rarely offering his 2 cents. However, he quickly observed that in his new workplace, colleagues expressed their thoughts candidly, even when their opinions diverged. Carlos wondered, is it really kosher to voice differing opinions? After one particularly spirited meeting, he gathered his courage to ask Emma, is it acceptable to have a variety of opinions in the team? Emma grinned and replied, "Absolutely, Carlos. We believe that diverse perspectives are what makes us strong." Carlos was eager to find his footing, but found the process daunting. He often felt self-conscious about his command of English, worried that he might fumble his words. Sensing his hesitation, his colleague Priya encouraged him, saying, "Carlos, we're itching to hear your insights. Their experiences bring a fresh perspective. Bolstered by Praya's support, Carlos resolved to speak up, even if his English wasn't perfect. During the next brainstorming session, the team was abuzz with ideas for a new product. After listening intently to his colleagues, Carlos finally raised his hand and said, "In Mexico, consumers gravitate toward products that are simple and user friendly. Perhaps we could streamline our offering as well." The room fell silent for a beat before everyone nodded in agreement. Emma chimed in, "Carlos, that's a brilliant angle. Often the simplest solutions resonate the most." As Carlos continued to share his thoughts, he began to notice something remarkable. His ideas, once shared tentatively, now sparked fresh perspectives among his team. He began to realize that his unique cultural background wasn't just an asset, it was a strength. With each interaction, Carlos grew more at ease, understanding that his voice genuinely added value to the group. One afternoon, Emma called Carlos into her office. "Carlos, I want to commend you for how seamlessly you've adapted to our team dynamics," she said. "Your innovative ideas are making a tangible difference." Carlos felt a swell of pride as he responded, "Thank you, Emma. Initially, I was worried about making mistakes, but I've come to see that fresh ideas are not just welcomed, they're essential." Emma nodded, saying, "Exactly. Embracing new approaches is critical for our growth." Carlos continued to absorb and adapt, consistently posing intriguing questions whenever he encountered uncertainty. His colleagues were more than willing to lend a helping hand. Over time, he started sharing his insights with new hires, advising them, "Don't hold back from sharing your ideas. Everyone here values fresh perspectives. It's all about experimenting and learning as you go." Bright Future Tech continued to flourish, launching several successful products, and Carlos's ideas played a pivotal role in their accomplishments. He learned that being open to change and embracing new concepts was not just crucial for his personal growth, it was also the lifeblood of the company's success. All right. How about that for an eloquent level story? I hope that feels good. It should be really difficult, but if you do all the work, it'll really feel great. So let's look back here. A couple weeks ago, I went through this story called The Value of Adaptability in Business at the basic English level. Many of you didn't have much of a problem with that. Then we started to climb the ladder of fluency. We went to the advanced level of English. Same story, same paragraphs, just harder. More difficult vocabulary, more advanced vocabulary. And in today's video, did exactly the same thing. We went up another step on the ladder of fluency. We went up to the eloquent level because I want to help you speak eloquently in business. Be super confident. And that's what today is to be able to try to use all these eloquent words, terms, and phrases and be comfortable and confident using them. Don't just learn them. Say them. Become confident saying them. Really use this to grow and build your confidence. As we go next week, look out for next week's video. I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to put them together and go paragraph by paragraph. So we go basic level, paragraph 1, advanced level of paragraph 1, eloquent level of paragraph 1, and you can see how this thing grows like that. And it's really great just watching how you can use English at a much, much, much higher level as you move forward. All right? Take your time. Enjoy this great video. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Have a great day. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share your comments, and I also invite you to learn your Business English Confidence Score. You'll find the link in the description below this video.